last week we talked about that future you. And it's so important to, to really hold that vision for yourself, that future you. And I want you right now, I invite you to really allow yourself to walk into being that person that you're becoming. Because here's the thing, we don't often think about this, but we are all becoming something every other day. Now we may be becoming more of the same. We may be not changing really, and that means probably we're dying. Now that is hopefully not you. Hopefully as you're watching this, what that means automatically is that you want more from your life. You want more from yourself. You want to have that growth. You want to descatter. You're saying to yourself, I have a different kind of brain. I know I do, but I know there's something better for me. So just as a reminder, this is video 4 of the series that I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm teaching the pathway from scattered and stuck to focused and confident. So if you have not downloaded that, it is not too late. I will put the link in the comments. And we are right now on page 6. So I'll just show you what that looks like. This is page 6. Again, you can go ahead and pause the video, download the workbook, print it off, and then what you can do later is you can go and re-watch the old videos and kind of walk through this with me. That way you get the full benefit. But for right now, if you're kind of keeping up with this, you have put down on your page, and thank you for those of you who put it below on the last email, that future vision. And when we put that future vision out in the world, well, it has a way better chance of actually coming true. So I want for you to be able to be bold enough to put it in this very safe and sacred container, this group. This is not a public group. Not everybody can see it. I know there's some people that think, oh my gosh, I don't want myself out there on Facebook. Well, guys, this is just us here. Everybody you see in this private group, that's all there is. And everybody who has signed on to be in this group, they're feeling like you. I promise you. I promise you. So it's very important that you reach out and light your light and have that circle of support, right? Which is a productivity success cake thing, but I digress. Let's just hop right into it. And once you have that future desired state, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do here on page 6 is to go ahead and write down that future desired state in a sentence. And I'm asking you to do that again, not because I didn't believe you the first time, but because I really want that for you right front and center. You really want to have that front and center where you're not forgetting it. That's part of the issue and problem with the people that I work with. We're bright and we're creative, but because we're bright and creative, we're always getting these ideas. And what happens is we actually sometimes don't remember what it was we were going for. And that's why I'm having you write that down. So go ahead and take a minute if you want to pause the video and write that down. Once you're done with that, the next step is to go ahead and keep reading. And I want you to, this is going to be big. I have to say probably this piece that we're doing right now is probably the most impactful part of the work, because this goes into deep mindset. So right now and the issue with deep mindset is we have to uncover our unconscious thoughts, which incidentally is not the easiest thing to do here on a video, but that is what we have. Therefore, that's what we're doing. So again, page 6, digging deep into mindset, really deep. So when you've got that desired future condition right there on that page, right? I want to introduce you to the concept of easy change and hard change. Now, this is not me. This is Michael I never say his name right. Bunjay Stainer. He's kind of amazing, in my opinion. And he gave me full permission to use this as long as I have some information about him on there, which I do. If you go right to the very bottom, it says to learn more about easy and hard change, click here. That was his request. So please feel free to dive off into that. Not right now, but later on if you want to learn more about this, because it's an amazing concept, okay? But for now, stay with me. So you've got your desired future in a sentence. There's a couple different ways. So the easy change is something like when you put a new app on your phone. So it's like, oh yeah, I think I'm going to up my steps from 5,000 to 6,000. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to do anything different in your life to up your steps from 5,000 to 6,000, or to eat one salad a day instead of whatever it is. Like, those are small little, not so hard changes, and they're important. And what I want to get down to is the hard change, because the hard change, that's where transformation lives. And behavior change is the easy change, right? That becomes part of what you do in the hard change. And the hard change is what actually results in the beyond your wildest dreams, which is the place I like to live. So when we have that hard change, we know we're there because this is what happens. You ready? Like, it gets really messy. And when I say really messy, what I mean is you'll have a breakdown, or maybe even multiple breakdowns, and it will feel awful. And you don't want to know this. You want to just think, I'll do some more habit. Because if your future you dream desire is a big one, then I can guarantee you, for that to change, stuff has to break down so that you can have your breakthrough. So if you're having breakdowns, if you're feeling messy, if you're feeling confused, please know that you're on the right track. And reach out to me, because I'm going to love you right through that. Okay. You might get angry. People will get angry with you. You'll get angry with you. That's hard change. Okay. You'll probably want to quit. You might quit. You might quit and come back. If these things are happening, you're on the right track. Okay. And the other thing to know is, with the hard change, is it takes a sustained effort. So that's why, just shameless plug here, that's why I have my VIP year-long program. It's because what I know is, for change to actually happen, we need to have longer term than just a 6-week program or a 12-week program. Those are great. The truth is that sustained effort is what's required, okay? At least 6 months or more. So I want you to really know that. But so, as hard as that is, and as much as you might say, well, forget it, I don't want to do all that, I'd rather just stay where I am, your big results are way further away when you just stay where you are. Your big results are on the line. So stay with me. Now, we're going to start this and we'll continue it next week, okay? So that is page 6. Now we're going to go here into page 7. And I'm going to have you probably just think on this a little bit, because we are getting to the 10-minute mark, and we'll continue it next week. So this becomes a little bit of a mind warp for most people, because the way I ask it is not the usual way. Normally what happens is you think about your desire and you think, okay, why do I want that desire? That's what you normally do. But what I want for you this time is to think about your desire and write down what are the benefits to not doing it. In other words, the prizes for not becoming the future you. So it might be something like, well, I get to not break down. It's true, right? I get to not stretch myself. I get to not spend my time doing things that are uncomfortable. Those are the kinds of things. And I want you to write down underneath this, I want you to write down what your future condition wants to be. And also, I want you to write down what your prizes are for not doing it. That's all I have for you. I will see you again next week. Thank you.